Hey Rumble! Welcome to another SpaceX live stream. Rumble, you Rumbillions. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, I'm your non-SpaceX host, Kevin. Cheers. Let's muster up. Where you from? What you munching on? Coming to you from Ohio. And the weather is bipolar today. It just does not want to stay consistent and steady and sunshiny. It's been rainy. Took the dogs for a walk thinking the weather was clear, and then it rained on us halfway through, and now it's beautiful out. So not really much of a cloud in the sky. How about you? We got Nazareth PA's back. What's going on, Fly Grim? Good to see you again. Island Man, is anyone out there? Yes, I am here. What's up, Eric Beavers? Some of us are here. All right, good. I'm glad to see you guys have found the live stream. Appreciate you. Of course, Rumble locals. We also have the locals chat open for you local supporters. Fox Pup, he's got his beer, pizza, and popcorn. Man, you all about the snacks today. I like it. Andy in Colorado. BFR, greetings from Colorado. Bankrupt Pirate. I love the name, man. Eating my Zaxby's. Did I pronounce that right? And watching you, I guess. I admit I didn't know what Zaxby's was, so I looked it up really quick. Apparently, it's a Southern chicken chain store. Is it like what's the Breaking Bad chicken? El Paso's. I can't remember the name of the Breaking Bad chicken spot. French fries are great. Okay, yeah, I'm a huge French fry fan. Concord, good to see you again. Atkins, Texas, cheese and bacon quesadilla. Nice. I don't know if I've ever had a cheese and bacon quesadilla before. Oh, and Bankrupt Pirate is from Georgia. Okay, so it looks like we got mostly Americans in the chat. America.
What, is this a communist country or something? I thought this is America.
We also got the doggos in the house today. Say hello, peeps. That's typical peeps right there. Oh no, I did the wrong one. Let me get back to it. Oh, Kevin. Let's go big screen. Here we go. Okay, so this is Transporter-5, another dedicated small sat rideshare. So in this fairing here that they're showing you is 59 different spacecraft, like microsats, CubeSats, and the sort that they're going to deploy. There goes the strong back and the claw. All right, feeding the electricity and the propellant to the rocket. Before liftoff, they'll retract some more. Justin, good to see you, man. Chicagoland. Temple, Texas. We got Texas again.
I pulled him out of a place on Midgard called Texas.
And Boston. I don't have anything for you, Boston. So if we go to, we have over 3 minutes, so we got time. SpaceX.com/launches. This is the 8th launch for this booster, and it's going to be landing at landing zone 1. This is not a drone ship landing. It is going to land on the coast, so we should have excellent view of that happening. Should be a good time. So we'll make sure we stick around for that. Here's a little diagram of what that's going to look like. They're going to do a boost back burn because the booster's got to make its way back to the coast. And they're going to start deploying these things about an hour after liftoff. Okay. And that will span on for like 15 minutes. Cool beans, as them kids say these days. Weather in Florida looks awesome. Rocket is smoking. Supposed to do that, don't you worry about it. And I want to thank Rumble for making us their top video right out of the gate on their homepage. So good stuff. Welcome to all of you Rumbillions who have never seen a SpaceX launch live with us before. It's a good time. We're coming up on the T-2 minute warning. Fox Pup over on locals looking for that dark theme. I might be the only person on the planet that still doesn't use the dark theme on anything. I like to blind myself at night, apparently. I don't know. I don't like change, I guess. So I never really got into the dark theme. I probably should, though. Yes, booster landing back at KSC. Kennedy Space Center. All right, we're going to turn the volume up here a little bit.
Say refined.
Close out.
They refined
Sounds like
kerosene,
Kate is our SpaceX host
and
today.
all of its liquid oxygen. So now, right on cue, we'll see some of that leftover liquid oxygen venting now that the stage 1 has been closed out, as we heard that call come. So that's totally normal. That's just the leftover liquid oxygen left in our load lines.
I'm happy I got to watch this live with you guys because I've been without internet these last
All right,
couple
there
of
we
days.
heard the call out. Falcon 9 is in
Got
startup,
lucky.
meaning the flight computers now have control of the launch countdown.
We had patio work happening and they dug up part of our cable, and I still am on the wait list for Starlink. And so when they dug up our cable,
that
they
was
messed
our
up
final
our
go for
internet.
launch coming
We got it
from
fixed
our
last
launch
night though.
director. So now at T-minus 30 seconds, all systems remain go for launch. Let's watch as Falcon 9 takes our 59 spacecraft into orbit.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition and liftoff.
Get it!
1D chamber pressure nominal.
Fly away, bird!
Vehicles reaching downrange.
Lick them clouds. Made its own little cloud back there. Man, I need to get my ass to the beach, dude. Beach is looking sweet, brah.
We're now T plus 43 seconds into flight. Falcon 9 has cleared the tower.
Power
and
and telemetry nominal.
we're currently throttling down those M1D engines in preparation for max Q, which we're expecting at T plus 1 minute and 12 seconds. For those that might be
look at the
unfamiliar, max Q is
shockwave.
when the vehicle experiences
Vehicle supersonic.
the greatest amount of aerodynamic pressure. Great view of the Space Coast.
Max Q.
All right, there we heard that call out for max Q. Everything remaining nominal with stage 1 trajectory. We have 5 events coming up in quick succession, starting with MECO, or
Back chill.
main engine cutoff. We just heard the call for MVAC chill, meaning the second stage is now preparing for its ignition. As I said, we start with MECO, stage separation, and SES1, or second engine start 1, followed by stage 1 flip and boost back burn.
Yeah, look
As
at
the
that
name
plume.
suggests, main engine cutoff. Beautiful there. Beautiful view there from Falcon 9 of those the plume from the main engines. We're going to shut those down, and shortly thereafter separate the first and second stages. Second stage will continue its journey onto orbit. And the first stage is going to, as I mentioned before, make its return back to landing zone 1.
I see you guys chatting below the video. What's up, Indiana? Good to see you, neighbor. There goes the first stage. Light the second Merlin vacuum engine.
And back ignition.
Boom. There it is. Yeah, there we go. There's some ground tracking. Appreciate it, SpaceX.
Pretty amazing view there of our second stage. We can see on the left-hand side of your screen the first stage performing its flip maneuver. The flip, of course, is required in order to reorient the first stage so that it actually flies back toward Florida.
It's
Think of
burning
it
right
kind
now.
of like a giant U-turn.
Doing more than the flippy. First stage is doing its boost back burn right now, back toward the coast. We got a coastal landing today.
Everything continues to look nominal with the second stage. Beautiful glow from the MVAC engine there on the right-hand side of your screen.
Stage 1 boost back shutdown.
All right, that boost back burn has concluded. That is the first of 3 burns that the first stage will perform today. Coming up next, we will have fairing deployment, expecting that to occur in 10 seconds.
There's those titanium grid fins
You
that
can see
just
deployment
deployed
of
there.
the grid fins there on the first stage, on the left-hand side of your screen.
Those will help the booster steer itself in the
Fairing
atmosphere.
separation confirmed.
Deploy the fairings. Prepare to
There's
do
our
it. Deploy
first
fairings.
view
Deploy
of some of our
fairings.
payloads today. You can see that the
Nice.
fairing halves have now separated, fallen away from the vehicle, exposing the 59 spacecraft to the vacuum of space. Today's mission marks the second flight for both of those fairing halves, and we will be attempting to recover them from the water once they fall back to Earth.
They deploy massive parafoils, massive ram air parachutes to splash them down in the ocean. Check out
We're currently
Florida.
in the first
Check out
of
Florida
2
over
impact
here.
burns planned for today. The first burn should last until T plus 8 minutes and 30 seconds, so another 4 minutes on that burn. The next milestone will be the first stage booster's entry burn. As I mentioned before, the first stage is performing 3 maneuvers today. This entry burn is designed to slow the booster down before it hits the dense part of the Earth's atmosphere. Without this burn, relying on the atmosphere alone to slow down Falcon 9 would put unnecessary strain on the
Vehicle on
rocket.
nominal trajectory.
All right, there we heard a call out that we have nominal trajectory. As I mentioned earlier, Transporter-5 is our 5th dedicated smallsat rideshare program mission and our 22nd mission of 2022. SpaceX is targeting at least 3 dedicated rideshare flights to sun-synchronous orbit per year, and we also offer opportunities for a ride to orbit on our Starlink missions, which launch every couple of weeks. Smallsats can ride to space on SpaceX's Falcon 9, Falcon Heavy, and Starship in the not-too-distant future. We're about 1 minute away from that entry burn. As you can see on the left-hand side of your screen, we have deployed the grid fins. Falcon 9 has 4 of those hypersonic grid fins positioned near the top of the first stage, and it's using nothing but those grid fins for steering as it makes its return to Earth. That is, at least until we light the center engine for landing. You also might notice some white puffs here and there. Those are cold nitrogen gas bursts, which help with attitude control.
We got a question in the chat. What is the recovery rate on the fairing halves? If you mean like how many of them do they actually recover, as in how many are damaged, if that's what you mean, the vast majority of them these days are recovered without breaking. If you mean, how long it takes them to splash down, typically about 45 minutes. Hey, Eric Beavers, thank you so much for that Rumble rants, brah. That's awesome. BFR, man. He never stops giving, and I love him for it. Would be really cool if we had downrange telemetry for the booster. Is this what you're talking about down here? Downrange telemetry of the booster, stage 1 telemetry right here? Is that what you mean? Oh, wow, check that in. Check that in. Check that out. Check that in. Check that out. Yeah, that was an awesome shot. Why don't they stick with that, man? Check out these cool nitrogen poofers here from the ACS system, pushing, making the rocket go where it's supposed to go, toward landing zone 1. Hey, Sacred Science, shut the fuck up. You're an idiot. You might be being sarcastic, but you're not funny. All right. Kevin's a Freemason. That's not even skull and crossbones. All right. It's a skull with rockets. Open your fucking eyes, you moron.
9 has 4 landing legs made of carbon fiber with aluminum
Start of
honeycomb.
terminal guidance.
They are placed.
Stage 1 transonic.
They're placed symmetrically around the base of the rocket, and they deploy just
here we
prior
go.
to landing, as we'll see momentarily.
Stage 1 landing burn.
All right, you can see that landing burn has begun. Just before Falcon 9 lands, we're expecting the shutdown of the MVAC second stage. Just after landing, one of our 59 spacecraft that will not separate from the vehicle will activate, and you should hear that call out over the nets. Let's listen in for these activities happening in quick sequential order.
Stage 1 landing like 4.
Nice.
Impact shutdown.
Beautiful. Please clap.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
Peeps.
Outpost Mars Level 1, experiment activation.
Get into it, peeps.
Tapping out orbital insertion.
Wilson's into it.
All right, as you just heard, we had nominal orbit insertion, so we've got a good orbit following that second engine cutoff. And as you saw on your screen, another successful landing for Falcon 9, bringing our total successful F9 first stage landings to 115. As you could also tell by the cheers behind me, it never gets old here. We also heard the activation for one of our payloads that will not be deploying from the spacecraft. With that, we're going to take a short break and come back in about 45 minutes for the relight of our second stage, followed shortly thereafter by the first 26 scheduled deployments. Stick around and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Kate. Good to see you again. We'll go back to Peeps. Peeps is the star of the show. Peeps, are you alive, Peeps? No, he's tired. He's had a long day of napping. Time to watch the glowing pumpkin for a while, yeah. Referring to the second stage Merlin vacuum nozzle. Does kind of look like a glowy pumpkin, doesn't it? Eric still doesn't believe it's possible. I know, man. Never gets old to watch. Just really looking forward now to the Starship Super Heavy booster landing, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm just looking forward to it taking off with those 33 engines. That's gonna be nuts, dude. Nuts. FAA better pull through. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't had internet now until last night. I hadn't had internet for 2 days, so I was falling behind on all the news. So I've been trying to catch back up this morning. Concord, you got a movie to catch? If you're still around, let us know what movie it is. I want to see the new Doctor Strange. Probably be one of the last Marvel movies I watch. Maybe I'll watch the new Thor one, but then that will probably be it. Unless they do another Guardians one, because then I'll have to watch that one too. Orbit looks different than usual. Yeah, so again, this is a flight to the fourth shell. Crossing over the Bahamas there. Now over South America. Oh, almost over South America. Oh no, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking Starlink. Why am I thinking Starlink? This is Transporter-5, Kevin. Come on. So we got 59 spacecraft on this that they're going to be deploying. They're going to do a second burn with the second stage at about T plus 55 minutes to finish out the orbit. Then they're going to start deploying them over the next like 15, 20 minutes after that. All right. So you got about 45 minutes till they start doing that. We're not going to be live streaming this whole thing, but I will chat with you guys for a little bit longer. Man, it's a beautiful day. I worked outside since I didn't have internet yesterday. I worked outside, mowed the lawn, worked on the gate, poured some concrete, and I got a little sunburn. Kevin got a little toasty, but it's looking awesome again today. I'm going to have to go do some more work outside. Lawyer wife isn't here. She stayed at the parents' last night, so I've been making the best use of my time possible. Guardians are in the new Thor one. Yeah, I thought I saw that in the trailer. Does that count as the next Guardians movie too? The next Thor movie? I don't know. I'm not into like the new generation Marvel movies, and by that I mean like the Captain Marvel. I guess Spider-Man's done now. That's fine. But as soon as they're done with the Guardians movies, I'm probably going to be done. Check that out. I'm probably going to be done with all the Marvel movies. They got that. What's the one with Oscar Isaac? Not really. That one doesn't look too good to me, so I probably won't watch that one. But I do like Doctor Strange movies, so I'll probably watch the new Doctor Strange when I get the chance. Top Gun, yeah. Finally, huh? Now Tom Cruise has 2 movies coming out. He's got Top Gun, and they just released the trailer for the next Mission Impossible movie. I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan personally, but professionally, I do. His movies do entertain me. Lawyer wife can't stand him. She's like, he acts the same. He's the same character in every movie. I'm like, yeah, except for Tropic Thunder. And I always throw that movie in her face. She gets so mad. Yeah, she's not a fan. Yeah, his movies do entertain me, though. Apparently, Top Gun's only coming out in, like, theaters. They're not doing the release to Apple or anything like that, or iTunes, or whatever they're calling it these days, which is cool. So I checked the AMC app, and just to see, like, what showtimes we're running it, and already, like, the seats are all filled up for those theaters, so should do pretty well. It's crazy, man, how old Tom Cruise is getting. Like, I never thought Tom Cruise would actually get old, but his age is starting to show. Like, if you saw some of the behind the scenes video or pictures of him doing, I think it was actually Mission Impossible, and like his shirt was off, you're like, man, Tom Cruise isn't as ripped as he used to be. He's kind of got those old man saggy muscles now. I guess it happens to all of us. He doesn't act old, though. He's still doing his own stunts. I think he does, like, base jumping off of a motorcycle and Mission Impossible. The Top Gun movie, he's actually flying in the backseat of real jets, pulling the real G's. All of the cast was, I guess. Unlike the first one. Apparently, he wanted to fly the jets for the movie, but they wouldn't let him. Are you selling shirts with the skull and cross rockets? I am. If you check out the description below this video, you can see a link to our store. And you can, in fact, let me see if I can pull it up for you guys really quick. Let's go me only for a sec while I set this up. And where is it? Where is it? Here it is. All right. So spaceeccentric. Or no, that's me. I'm the creator, so this wouldn't be the same for you. But again, below the description of this video would be teespring.com/store/spaceeccentric. Scroll down, you can check out all of our sweet merch, brah. All designed by me. The skull and cross rockets, the Jolly Rocket design, that was designed by me, but created by a fan of the channel a couple years back. Same with our logo, actually. A different fan of the channel created that one for me, but I gave him the idea of doing it. And just scroll. We even have a backpack now for the kiddos. And sandals. Everyone who knows me that I wear flip-flops all year round, even in the snow. So these were more for me than they were for you. Here we go. One of my favorite tees, the Shoots Bra Canopy Tee. Oh, yeah. I forgot we had leggings. Those are pretty comfortable. Not that I know. Stickers, mugs. So check it out. Also, if you're interested in patches or polo shirts, check out my mom's shop at Classy Kids Embroidery on Etsy. And, you know, she specializes in doing kids stuff. During the whole COVID thing, when that first broke out, she was doing masks for free for the community, for hospitals, local hospitals and stuff. But her Etsy store is dedicated mostly to just doing patches and polo shirts for the channel. And that all goes to her to help her out. But I get the free advertisement from you guys wearing the patches around and sparking other people's curiosity. Ooh, what's that? That's a cool little spaceman. Yeah, it's the best YouTube channel in the world / Rumble channel. Go check it out. Make sure you give SpaceX's live stream a like, by the way. They deserve it. My daughter won't like anything I like. That sounds about right. Eric got a couple new polos from Classy Kids. Appreciate you, Eric. Eric's got great taste, man. Arthur Potato Hammer, good to see you again, bro. Andy, if I ever thought everything was fake, I'd sure have better things to do with my time than hang out trying to troll people. I know. Some people's lives are just sad. They definitely shouldn't kill themselves because they definitely have a lot to live for, obviously. That's something I never understood. Like just overall ain'ters on the internet. Like your life is that sad that you gotta troll on the internet. Wow, that's sad. I could never fathom wasting my time to like comment on people's videos of who I don't even care about. Like, there's no point. There's no point. You can just ignore him, guys. As some of you are pointing out, he's embarrassing himself pretty good all on his own. Fox Pup. Someday Elon is going to get real good at lifting things to the moon, Mars. Then there's the gigantic question of, now what are we gonna do? Go interstellar, brah. What else? Of course, none of us will be around for that, unfortunately. But at least we're lucky enough to see everything get off the ground and get things started. And who knows? Not to be a negative Nancy, but it still might not even happen. Like, as Elon likes to say, the window could shut at any time. Going to Mars, going to other planets. It's a very delicate situation. The woke mind virus could ruin it all for the rest of us. Then you also have the tools on the other side of the political aisle on the far right that are just retarded. Example in the Rumble Rants right now. So if you're just tuning in, this is a rideshare mission of 59 spacecraft that are going to be deployed here in about a half hour. I'm going to be calling this one here in a minute. I'm going to get out there and get some work done. Kilroy, good to see you made it, bro. I was worried about you. I wasn't sure if you're going to make it in time, man. Do you think the first city on Mars should be called Muskville? Sounds catchy to me. I mean, the first city should definitely be named after him. I don't see why not. He's done more for the cause than anyone else. And there have been some people that have done quite a bit. Let's do a quick poll in the Rumbles Rant chat. If given the opportunity, would you go live on Mars permanently, even if you're on the first crew? Would you go to Mars and live there permanently? I would only do it if I had gotten old in my age and they already had like pizza shops and movie theaters on Mars. Maybe terraformed it a little bit. That's not going to happen in our lifetime, but it would be nice to see a waterfall a waterfall on Mars. Otherwise, you're gonna get there. It's gonna be cool, of course, but then it's just this red dirt, you know. And then you're gonna miss the waterfalls on Earth and the awesome mountains and all the trees and their happy little friends. So, you know, I could go to Mars to stay there for a couple years, but I would like to come back. You know, it would also help if I could bring my dogs with me. A lot of people, I know, they get so pumped about, you know, going to Mars and being a Martian and living there permanently, but, you know, have they really thought it through? Have they really? And even Elon has acknowledged, you know, it's dangerous, you know, especially for the first people. There's a chance that you don't even make it. Too old. We got a yes. We got another no. Yes, if I had no kids. See, for me, it would be a yes if I did have kids. Just get me away from them, brah. Only if Earth is doomed. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? If you love digging in the ground, Mars and Luna would be a cool place. That's true. Because guys just love randomly digging tunnels and stuff in the dirt. I mean, what guy hasn't fantasized just digging an awesome tunnel in the ground, you know? Elon's doing it right now. Mars would be the perfect place for it. Yeah. Nights, sunsets are blue on Mars. Days are more of a reddish. It's like the opposite of what you'd find here on Earth. The years are longer too, obviously. Or should I say souls? They call them souls. Oh, those are days. Are the days longer though on Mars? I don't know if the days are longer on Mars. I knew it at one point, but now I don't remember. I want to say the days are shorter because Mars is smaller, but who knows? Maybe it has a faster rotation. I don't know. I could look it up really quick, I guess. Give you that answer if I weren't so lazy. Yeah, they're longer. They're 1 day and 37 minutes for each sol. Specifically, 24-hour, 37-minute, and 22-second days, according to the first results on Google. So that's not me exactly diving into the details. So sols are longer than days. Years are definitely longer on Mars than on Earth too. Yep, Flygram knows. Old people who have already had their kids are great for the required radiation exposure. Yeah, a lot of people have this misconception that, and it's because of the movie The Martian, that Martian dust storms are like really violent and can throw you across your Mars base like they did to Matt Damon. But in reality, Martian dust storms are actually pretty weak. They're bad enough to cover up solar panels and kill Martian rovers, but they wouldn't do any harm to you. Do you have a compilation of bad landings by SpaceX? My son is asking. I haven't put one together, but SpaceX has one. Just search like SpaceX crash compilation and you should see it. It's kind of an older video, so they don't include the super heavy or the Starship explosions, but it's still a really cool video. They even go over what caused them. Yeah, how not to land an orbital class rocket. Thanks, Eric. That's what it's called. All right, you guys. Well, I'm gonna call it a day there. If you want to continue watching SpaceX's live stream that you see here for their deployments, you won't get to see all the deployments, but maybe you'll get to see some of them. Again, they'll be starting at about T plus 1 hour and going for about 15 minutes. There's a link below in the description of this video, and just click on it. It'll take you to SpaceX's live stream. Okay. But be forewarned, it's on the YouTubes. All right, it's now a Rumble, so we'll take you away from Rumble, and I don't recommend that because Rumble is where it's at. So thank you guys again. Thank you, Rumbillions, for tuning in with me. It was good seeing you all. Thank you, local supporters, Fox Pup, Eric, Andy in Colorado. Thanks, guys, my BFRs, and thank all of you Rumbillions who stopped by to say hello and enjoy this experience with me. It was a good time. And until next time, which will be Friday for our Friday episode of SpaceX in the News. Oh, and by the way, I need to mention I did drop a Elon's Base Twats segment today. Elon's Base Twats video on the Cloud Liquor channel today. You can catch that on Rumble. So just type in Elon's Base Twats or Cloud Liquor in the Rumble search and you'll find it. Okay? And we go over 17 minutes of awesome red pilling stuff that has happened in Elon's life. Until our next one, Godspeed.